We now have two groups officially in a race to the ballot to make sure your taxes stay high. Isn't that nice? Today's group is called Invest in Children's.
Oh, no. That's all I have to hear. The word children is in there. If you ever see children in the title of a ballot proposition, vote no. It's a scam. Anybody who invokes children, it's a scam.
It's Invest in California's Children Act.
That's invest in teachers' pensions. That's what that is.
In fact, this initiative is backed by the California Hospital Association and a chapter of the Service Employees International Union.
It's all unions.
Which represents healthcare workers.
I don't care who it represents. I don't care if it represents the Pope and
You'll
Mother
find
Teresa.
out why in a moment.
All these unions are shakedown artists, and they go, oh, no, but I'm a nurse. Oh, no, I'm in healthcare. Oh, no, I'm a teacher. It's like, stop it. You're mobsters. That's what you are. Mobsters shaking down taxpayers.
Now, remember Prop 30, which passed in the year 2012 with Jerry Brown, its biggest supporter. It raised the sales tax, and of course, it raised the income tax on the top earners. Now, the income tax increase is supposed to expire at the end of 2018, but they want to get this on the ballot, and yes, you're hearing this correctly, extend it forever. That's right. The proposal doesn't have an end date. It's going to make it permanent.
Yes. That's what they want. They want all the taxes increased and all this permanent. They do. They have a piecemeal plan. I am sure they have documents they've written up, strategic plans for the next 20 years. And every year, incrementally, step by step, they work on one project or another. And so now the project, after successfully lying to the public and getting these taxes passed several years ago, claiming it was for the children, now here's part 2 of the master plan. You extend it indefinitely, forever. Same thing, it's for the children. And it's not for the children. It's for the teacher pensions.
The quarter-cent sales tax hike would be allowed to lapse. So just like the other group we mentioned last week, they're focusing solely on the income tax on the higher earners. In fact, this proposal will set even higher levies for households that go above $2 million a year. So
holy crap! It's already up to 13%.
It's like they want to take it further for that particular crowd. Yes, I don't know how many taxpayers in the state would qualify for the $2 million threshold, but I don't know whether it'll go to 14, 15. I don't know the percent. It doesn't say, but
yeah. And you wonder
additional levies.
Why do people move to Florida or Texas, where they have a 0% income tax?
Yeah. Nevada.
Or Nevada, yeah. After you pay 13 here, and then they're going to pay what's the $2 million tax? That's going to be 14.
Doesn't say. It just says, because I'm reading from the Times, it will set higher levies for households earning more than $2 million.
And the thing is,
it'll be right. It'll go above the 13.3, whatever it is now.
The money, where does it go? It goes for what?
Well, here it is. This is what they want it to go to. They believe the revenue will be $10 billion a year. 45% for K through 12 schools.
There you go.
5% for community colleges. 10% for early childhood. And here's the kicker, 40% for Medi-Cal. I was wondering why the hospitals and the healthcare workers are in on this.
And
they want to use 40% of the money.
And they're passing a bill to give Medi-Cal to illegal immigrants.
That's what they want to do. Right?
Okay, so this is a bill to tax people so the money goes to teacher salaries and pensions and illegal immigrant health care. Because, under proposition, I forget what number, which passed 25 years ago, another horrible proposition, 40% of all money that comes in has to go to the teachers. They say it's education and the children, but it's to the teachers, and it's to their salaries and their benefits. Right. That's the scam. So not only do you have that breakdown that you just went through, but now the second scam is 40% to Medi-Cal. Well, Medi-Cal is poor people by definition. And they want to expand Medi-Cal to illegal aliens. So that's what the tax increase is going to do. I mean, it's third world socialism is what these unions are pushing.
Now, the other proposal, do you like the name of this one better? The School Funding and Budget Stability Act. This is put forth by the California Teachers Association and the statewide SEIU. And again, it just deals with preserving Prop 30 revenue. They're also going to leave the sales tax increase, let it expire, but they want the income tax hike to extend until the year 2030.
Yeah, they want
all of the money here would go to the
people,
schools and community colleges.
Yeah, they want wealthy people to finance, free medical care for the poor and fat pensions for teachers. Those are the only two issues. You notice they're not going to spend any money on water infrastructure. Like if you go through a list, what do you think California needs? I'd say it needs a water infrastructure, right? It needs reservoirs. It needs dams. We told you the other day that even though it rained 2 inches last week, 80 to 90% of all that water washes out to the ocean through the storm drains. Rain that falls in Southern California doesn't stay here. It washes out to the ocean. We get our drinking water from Northern California. We don't have many reservoirs here in Southern California. They were never built. So if we had reservoirs, we could have saved a lot of water. They're not built. They're never going to be funded. The roads, right? Everybody's screaming about the condition of the roads.
Right.
They're not funded. What's constantly funded with these tax increases? Two very narrow interests. Illegal aliens, teacher salaries and pensions. That's it. All these tax increases are backed by unions. They'll have plenty of money to get these on the ballot, and then they're going to trot out the same commercials they used to fool you last time. You want to tax the wealthy. I don't know why you want to tax the wealthy. They're not harming you. But if you do, why would you send the money to teacher pensions and send the money to illegal alien health care? Why wouldn't you at least send the money and demand water infrastructure? If you're going to build transit, why don't you, how about somebody build some kind of train to the airport?
Something useful.
Exactly. Nothing useful ever comes of all this money. Just fat teacher pensions, now medical care for illegal aliens.
Well, I think only one of these could eventually qualify for the ballot. I don't know that we'd have to actually choose. I mean, they're both basically doing the same thing, extending the Prop 30 income tax.
And they never tell you what it's really for. They lie. They openly lie. Jerry Brown admitted he lied about it last time. People fall for it over and over again. Well, the rich should be taxed. Income inequality, blah, 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 blah. Fine. How would you spend the money on the roads then? $10 billion on the roads every year. Teacher pensions. Puh. Puh.
Puh?
They got enough.
Puh or puh?
They got enough.
How do you spell that? Like a E-H?
Well, there's a P in there.
P-E-H?
It's like puh.
Puh.
Yeah. We done?
Not sure where to go with Pat P and A.
Johnny Kent Show, KFI. And Shannon has news.